Hello, welcome to measurement. This is physics. So measurement is basically determining the quantity, or it's just a measure of something. So coming up with certain values. So when you're looking at measurement, for you to measure anything, the things we measure in physics are basically what we call physical quantities. A physical quantity is a particle of matter that can be measured. So how do we measure this physical quantity? So to measure physical quantities, instruments are required. We need things called instruments, machinery, equipment that can measure the physical quantities. So the first physical quantity we'll look at under measurement is what we call length. So what instruments are able to measure length? The SI units for length are meters. Standard international units, the recognized units for length is what we call meters. Then the instruments, the first one is the meter rule, the second one is the vernier caliper, the micrometer, screw gauge, the measuring tape, and the engineer's calipers. So these are the instruments that measure length. So what does a vernier calipers do? It measures both internal and external diameter of round objects. But if the question comes, what physical quantity does the vernier calipers measure? We say it measures length. That's a physical quantity. So these instruments, they are measuring this physical quantity, but basically there is what they measure. For example, the vernier calipers will measure the internal and external diameter. So what do we mean by diameter? So diameter means when we draw a circle, so inside here, a straight line, this line which will be inside the circle is what we call diameter. This is what we call diameter. So now the internal part of this circle is measured, the external part is also measured. This is why the round objects, given an example, we use pipes. So how do you get the reading from the instrument? Number one, it contains two scales. You need to know the instruments which we use to measure the vernier calipers, or which we use to measure length or diameter of round objects is the vernier calipers. So this instrument contains two scales, namely the first one is the main scale. The main scale reading is gotten before 0 of the vernier scale. So to get the reading of the main scale, we get the reading before 0 of the vernier scale. Then the vernier scale reading is multiplied with the accuracy. So depending with the measure in the instrument, if they say it is in centimeters, we use accuracy 0.01. They say it is in millimeters, we use 0.1 millimeters. So here is a simple illustration of a question. They are saying below shows a vernier caliper. So below we have what we call a vernier calipers. So they are saying, the first question is saying, what is the reading shown by the instrument? So we said it has two scales.